The Colorado Buffaloes beat their heated rival, Nebraska. They say it's heated. That's what they telling me. They telling me this is heated, T. Okay. And you remember when we were little and when they were in the Big 12, you know what I guess. Tell you ain't paid attention to it in a minute, this game. You probably ain't paid attention to this game since the 90s, okay? But they from all the platforms I've seen, they saying that this thing he'll hit different out there.
Would we like to call this episode the key word for this episode, this game is marketing. But go ahead. Marketing. Got it.
Okay.
Well, bringing it back to what it used to be. Got it.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Okay, trying to bring back the nostalgia, I guess, of yesteryear. Okay, yeah. But Colorado knocked off Nebraska 36-14 to improve to 2-0. Okay, former Jack State quarterback Shedeur Sanders was stellar once again, 31-42 for 393 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Okay. Also, former Tiger, Cameron Sealman Craig, he had an interception in this game. Former Tiger Shiloh Sanders had a total of 5 tackles, 3 solo in this game. Mr. Savion Wilkinson, he didn't really get the rock this time. Okay, only 1 carry, and I want to say only 1 catch in this game. Yeah. And Mr. Alejandro Mata didn't get the kick. Okay, but and Mr. Hunter, can't forget Mr. Hunter. What is wrong with me? Okay, they still working the dog shit out of Mr. Hunter. Okay, so it wasn't just a one game thing. It wasn't just because they were facing the ranked team. Mr. Hunter just probably finna be playing like that. So a lot of videos have come out showing him hooping. Okay, and I had speculated that he got Hooper's lungs, and he gonna need them. Okay, if this is the way the young man gonna work throughout the year. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. I wanted to hear what my brother has to say, what his reaction was to Colorado's win. But before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and that is my brother Tim G. Jacob, and this is the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on some again. Subscribe. It's so important that you do that. It makes us more attractive to sponsors, okay? We thank you if you have already. We thank you so much. Thank you so much to those of y'all who channel members, the realest ones, those of y'all that contribute via Super Thanks or Cash App. Whatever you give greatly helps our company as we continue our ascension, okay? Because we will be the one-stop shop for Black culture, okay? But T, what were your thoughts on this game, dog?
This game was simply the old adage of if you give them an inch, they're going to take a yard. That's what this game was. Nebraska had the right game plan going into it. And they had Colorado slowed up early. I think it ended up being nothing after the first quarter. You could tell they were getting some pressure. But like I told some people talking about this game, that the problem I got with this game is the quarterback play for Nebraska.
My God.
And it's not going to be, and if he does what he did last week, it's going to be bad. And from what I saw, looking back at the possessions, I think he gave up the ball 3 times in their territory. So you got 3 nuggets. You inside dang near the goal line and short field for Colorado. I mean, they're too good offensively to not score. They're gonna produce points. So rule number 1 to everybody in America: do not give up the ball in your territory. I mean, it's just that simple. But the quarterback play is what killed this game. And I think this game would have been more competitive had there been a better quarterback under the helm. And it's not knocking the kid. He just did not play well. He just did not play well. But you can start to see the wheels starting to come off in the second quarter. And it was 13-0, I think, at the half. And then I think they scored first, Nebraska did. But then, of course, mistakes, and then Colorado got comfortable and they made some adjustments, and they just continued to pull away from Nebraska. It's just, I mean, they ran the ball at 5 yards a clip.
Nebraska did.
Nebraska did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they came up with a total of 222 yards on the ground.
I think Colorado, if they plan on winning big, because big sports media now they've jumped. Like what you say Vegas had them at?
You talking about on this game?
Remember, most folks didn't see what's happening right now. Okay, most folks knew. Well, I ain't gonna say most folks. Most folks doubted Shedeur and Travis too. Okay,
No, can't do
most
that.
folks, we didn't because we watched them play. Okay, but most folks doubted them too. But I think nearly everybody doubted their depth, offensive line play, defensive line play, all that kind of shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So now that they're 2-0, people are making huge jumps from 3, 4, 5 wins to I saw a headline T that said college football playoff. That's what I saw. So if they gonna do that, they gotta rectify this shit on the ground. 222 yards on the ground.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, they're gonna have to tighten that up.
I mean, now they got short fields and they capitalized, and that's just ball. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's lucky, it's ball. And they're playing well. They're being opportunistic because they know they don't have the depth defensively to just stop people, but they're forcing turnovers. The Sealman Craig pick. He just watched Sim stare him down, made a play.
Shout out to that young man.
And sometimes, just being opportunistic is better than just having the talent. Sometimes just being opportunistic, making the plays it can fare well for you. I'll put it that way. I ain't gonna say it's better than having the talent because that's different. But it fares well for you when you're opportunistic and you capitalize on mistakes. And that's what Colorado's doing, and they're doing it well. I'm not gonna knock them one bit. I mean, you give up 5 on the ground, 222 yards. Most games you're supposed to lose that. You're supposed to lose that. But they got short fields. They capitalize on those short fields. And this young man, Mr. Weaver, that's a player. I mean, we talk about Travis Hunter, but man, they got probably they got arguably top 5 receiving core in the country with this group.
Mr. Weaver go get that bitch.
He go get it. So I just think that Colorado has played very well thus far because they have been opportunistic. They have capitalized on other teams' mistakes. And if you do that in college ball, and you can see it, you can see Nebraska just deflate. Look to me in the second half. The more the mistakes mounted from Nebraska, the more their squad just was like.
And they had some mistakes too. Them motherfuckers lost 3 fumbles, two of which, if I'm not mistaken, just was self-inflicted. Like it wasn't even.
Yeah.
Like
snap,
bad
come across.
Yeah.
Damn, office, and it's like
they were doing, but that speaks to got to be disciplined. That shit can't happen.
That speaks to rule too.
Now you're talking. Let's speak on that too. Let's go ahead and bring that shit in there. Okay.
It speaks to rule too.
Prime, we're talking all week is person. And I think until the press conference, when Shedeur brought up the fact that Cub was talking about my pop, I think a lot of folks were falling for the shit like, oh, Prime is embracing the rivalry between Nebraska and Colorado. I don't think Prime give a fuck about that. Just like I don't think Prime gave a fuck about Jack State Alcorn, Jack State Southern. I don't think he gave a fuck about that.
Right.
Matt Rule really was talking shit this summer. Now I saw a Nebraska account online on Twitter. The app formerly known as Twitter. I saw a Nebraska account that posted the video of Shedeur saying that, and they tried to basically say, oh, he doing a fake narrative. But no, I remember in the off season when Matt Rule was saying that shit. Because in one of my reactions to all the shots that the Sanders camp was sending at Jackson State,
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, y'all leave us the fuck alone. Y'all got somebody you got to play that's over here talking shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Matt Rule said per se, but he was, and a lot of folks were saying little shit about him. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why it was personal. And then Matt Rule came out there and tried to give a big ass hug and shit.
So what
yeah.
Prime do? I missed it.
Seemed like I don't know. I caught the tail end.
So it wasn't Eddie Robinson Jr.
They didn't put the camera on there good enough. Okay. But now in the Eddie Robinson Jr. situation, Prime was gonna keep it, politically correct.
Yeah,
you know
of
what I'm saying?
Of course he is.
Yeah. In this situation, I'll have to go back and check. I don't want to say it don't look like he gave him the full bro hug. It don't look like it, but I don't know. I don't know. But Matt Rule show came up there with whispering sweet nothings in his ear. Mm-hmm. Oh, Matt, shit, you got that ass whooped.
Yeah, he did. He did. Go find you another quarterback because it ain't working. It ain't working.
Think that young king is athletic. He got on down on the touchdown run.
But
couple throws, it looked like he handled him.
You gotta put him in a situation that he's more comfortable. I don't think doing misdirection and stuff like that is what works. I mean, he came from Georgia Tech, so that's that style of offense where the quarterback does have to be mobile. Mm-hmm. He's like another running back per se, but I just think he didn't do the things to calm the young kid down. When he started, he had the first era. I don't think he did enough to keep him calm, put him in a comfortable situation, and let's continue to work with the game plan because we know we're getting at him up front. We're moving the ball on him, we're running it well, and he wanted to try this, pistol stuff and all that, and it deflated the offense. If you're gonna run pistol, run it in their territory. Get that kid under center, hand the ball off, keep chains moving. That's my thought. But hey, he got that ass toasted. So, it is what it is.
He better come on with it and fix something because he got to still see in the Big Ten.
He got to see Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know how the schedule plays out, but I mean, Illinois ain't no shabby team, and Michigan or Ohio State. I haven't looked at their schedule, but I mean, the Minnesota game was a winnable game. They should have won that. They should have won the Minnesota game. I watched that. Mm-hmm. But this one, they had the right game plan going into it. The defense was just like, man, we just can't. And then crazy thing is, I think possession was even in this game. I think possession was like almost 30, almost 50-50. So
it was close to that.
I mean,
basically Colorado 30 minutes 19 seconds, Nebraska 29 minutes 41 seconds.
Yeah, so I mean,
it was them turnovers.
Turnovers, man.
0 turnovers to 1.
I think Colorado had more penalties.
Colorado had 9 penalties to 6 penalties for Nebraska. But some of that was like Shedeur taking the helmet off. They had a few more bonehead things.
It was one like unsportsmanlike or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they didn't get shit on the ground. 58 yards rushing. I mean, 1.8 a clip. But that motherfucker slanging that bitch.
He's slanging it.
Shedeur still slanging
to him in short field. They gonna cook you.
That young man slanging that bitch.
I mean, they gonna cook.
So the Heisman talk.
Oh yeah, it's gonna drum up.
It's cooking.
It's cooking up. Yeah.
Sure. I think he probably gonna lead Travis. Travis, it's not fair, but like Travis could probably be spectacular. But if he don't have a pick, if he don't have a pick and 100 yards, motherfuckers might, or a pick. He actually had 70 yards.
Yeah.
He had a big catch. And he had a highlight play. He shook a motherfucker out of his shoes. But when somebody on your team is throwing for damn near 400 yards.
The only way They just going they in these next 3 weeks. I think they got what they got. They got Colorado
Colorado
State.
be a stack game if they
Then they
doing
got
right.
then they got Oregon. Then they got SC after that. I think.
Somewhere like that, yeah.
Okay.
I think something like that.
You just gonna have to outplay the Heisman Trophy winner, man. That's the way that's gonna have to go down. He gonna have to outgun him. He gonna have to outpoint him.
You know it's quarterback centric, T.
I know. He just gonna have to
That man
outgun.
going two ways. Will they give him some credit for that? Just the fact that he playing two way for real in a way that we haven't seen.
They're gonna endear to Shedeur more if he continues to do what he's doing. If he outplays and beats Caleb Williams, Shedeur does. He's at the top of the list. He'll be at the top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way that's gonna go. I mean, I'm like 5-0. You beat Caleb Williams and company. You beat Oregon, then it's there. It's going up from there. It's going up.
What if Trav like moved the kick return as well? Then like Trav,
don't get that boy hurt. Boy gonna have no league career. That was gonna happen.
See, they already working the shit out of him. What we talking about?
I got it.
Might as well let him get the kicks too. Shit.
Do not LT this boy. Do not LT this boy. I mean,
like LT at TCU.
TCU LT.
They worked the dog shit. You remember
I forget how many carries.
And he played one way.
That's right.
And they worked the dog shit out of LT. Shit. Well, this man getting more snaps than that.
Just saying.
But shout out to them young boys. We like to see them former Tigers doing their thing, and it's gonna be interesting now because everybody's saying Colorado State. Hopefully these boys they better not get on their own dick now and they fuck around and get snuck.
Nah, they ain't gonna get snuck.
Don't nobody fuck with Colorado. Shout out to my young boy Damian Dickens. He played for Colorado State. Okay. Shout out to my youngin. He graduated from Colorado State. I'm very proud of him.
No doubt.
But
no doubt.
Other than that, no nobody fuck with Colorado State, man. Folk big.
Let's look towards the 23rd, man.
That's just disrespectful.
I'm not disrespecting Colorado State. I'm just saying let's look towards 23rd. Let's just go on down there. Let's get that together. Let's either, let's figure that out. That's what I'm saying.
Oh Lord. Well, real one, let us know what y'all think about Colorado moving to 2-0. All right, put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.